many of you who have been a fan of this channel, you probably know that Neptunia is a big thing here. I love this franchise so very much. And with every new game that ever comes out, I explore it, even if it has some minor flaws or things that I don't like about the franchise or that particular game. I love the games regardless. I'm always going to buy them regardless of what they are, and whatever, if they're a spin-off, if they're a mainline game, if it's not that good, if it is good, the cream of the crop, I'm always going to buy Neptunia. I have that Pokemon effect when it comes to Neptunia. No matter if the game is good or bad, I'm going to be there buying them. But however, I must reveal my dark secret when it comes to the Neptunia franchise, and that is I haven't played every single game. I know.
A big fat phony!
Now, let me just step back a little bit just to explain myself. Now, I've played every single mainline game when it comes to Neptunia. Rebirth 1, Rebirth 2, Rebirth 3, Mega Dimension, and a few other ones in between like Cyber Dimension, Sisters vs. Sisters that just came out, and I'm now playing Game Maker R Evolutions. For the other games in between, like Neptunia PP, which is Perfect Perfection, and Neptunia Action U, and all these other games that came out during the Vita time, I didn't play because it came out in around a time where I kind of stopped playing handhelds. That's along with the 3DS and the DS and all that kind of stuff, because at that time I thought I was too old to be playing handheld consoles. I wanted to play the PS3 games and the Xbox 360 games, and that quickly changed after a while. But it came after a long way after games have come out and moved into the PS4 era, and I started to get into more handheld games at the last little bit of the end cycle of games like 3DS for like Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing, and then a little bit of other Vita games that came out for that time. And because of that, I missed out on a lot of Neptunia games that came out on the Vita. Even some games for the PS4 like Super RPG, even though I have it, and other games when they first came out like Cyber Dimension, then I went back to play it after everyone had stopped playing it to play it, and it was a great game and it was fun and enjoyable, but I don't really remember much about it. I played like 2 years ago and it was a fun time. It was a game where they went inside the video game that Vert always plays, which is Four Goddesses Online, and it was a fun, nice little twist of that where they were actually characters of the game, but no one knew they were part of the game, and it was a fun little kind of storyline with that. And then of course Sisters vs. Sisters I did play, which I did enjoy, which was not a mainline game but felt like a mainline game, had some different interactions with the characters, different models and all this other stuff, but you get where I'm going at. I have dabbled myself in some of the games, and I claim myself as a very big Neptunia fan of the franchise, and I feels like you can be a big fan of the franchise with not playing every single game, especially because they're spin-off games. However, I want to correct myself on this notion, and that is where I'm going to play every single Neptunia game except for the PS3 ones, because they're not all that good. As much as I love the franchise when they started there, I can't play those games again. I tried. Look at this. I have the PS3 original collector's edition and everything, and I have a PS3, and I tried playing this game, but this game is just not playable anymore. It doesn't play well. It used to be a turn-based kind of game, but it was very slow and sluggish. But did you remember that Neptunia had guns in this? That was crazy to go back to remember this, that I forgot that, you know, Neptune had a whole piece in it. Yeah, as much as I love this game and I love everything that came with it, that spawned the whole franchise that we love today, this game just does not hold up well. You're better off playing the Rebirth versions that are way better and way more improved on everything that the franchise moved on from that, especially with the dialogue too. The dialogue felt so dry and not as fresh and not as clean as the newer versions do have for that. So Either way, I'm not going to play these versions, but I am going to start from Reverse, is the one I have, which is essentially Rebirth. And then since we never got the Rebirth trilogy on Switch yet, and it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting them anytime soon in the US for whatever reason, or PS4 for whatever reason, I don't want to think I had any reason for that whatsoever. But I am going to be starting from the PC versions of Rebirth 2, Rebirth 3, and moving all the way through all the side and spin-off games, leading all the way up to the newest game that's going to be coming out, which is Neptunia Riders vs. Dongos, which comes out next year. So I'm going to go through the whole games of lineups and try to play them, and then I'll give my actual honest opinions of those games that will be on this channel. I'll do a playthrough of them on my second channel, which is Ray Kentman Plays. And then after all that, there'll be a supercut version of the videos on this channel with a little bit of a review, I guess you could say, but not a total review, but just giving my true, honest thoughts of those games for playing them for the first time. So if you guys would like to see that and would like to be enjoyed, subscribe to my second channel, subscribe to this channel if you haven't been here for this channel at all. I do all kinds of JRPG news and updates and everything like that, figure unboxings, but for the most part, that is pretty much what the journey is going to be, is me reliving through all these games and playing them for the first time and just seeing what I missed out on. And if I can find the physical editions or collector editions, and I will dock that too, because I'm going to an anime convention this weekend and I'm going to try to see if I can find any Neptunia games there that people might have. I doubt it, because Neptunia is kind of a niche franchise for a lot of us, but maybe they'll have some physical versions of the games that will be something that we can look forward to. But I just wanted to include this as well. I just moved my Neptunia posters and tapestries up to this section of my room to put next to some Sega posters that I have for Sonic the Hedgehog 1, Sakura Wars, and Space Channel 5, because, you know, as you know, Neptune is the representation of Sega, so it only makes sense that it should be next to Sega stuff underneath some other figures that's going to be moved here. And there's going to be a shelf that's going to go here that represents all the Neptunia stuff. I just haven't gotten it yet. Pretty much just how the Atelier shelf is. It's going to go right here, as these two franchises, 3 if you count Final Fantasy, but that poster hasn't been here yet. Everything here is pretty much what started my love of RPGs and JRPGs. So this is where a lot of the love is going to go, but it's just not been updated. But I just wanted to show this because it looks really cool. And you got my Mega Dimension V2 tapestry here, along with the small little tapestry, and then you have this Hyper Dimension Neptunia animations with Nepgear and Adult Neptune here, and it looks really good. I've had this for years, but it looks really good. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was kind of a fun random video I just wanted to throw out just to talk about Neptunia, because I love the franchise so much. And I guess we'll see where this adventure goes after I play every single one of the games in the end. Then I might do like a tier list or something. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever you guys want to do. But regardless, if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos like this, hit the like button, subscribe for more. Join my Discord if you want to talk more RPG news or unboxings or whatever you want to talk about. And I'll see you guys in the next video next time. It's very hot. I'm sorry if I'm so sweaty. It's very hot. It's very hot. Bye. Click this video if you want to hear all the new RPG news that's coming out later this year.